And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go, set. Ready?
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
10 cycles. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Overall, I'd have to say that's just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dance into his pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 3. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. He'll look to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce His second touchdown on the season.
And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
That good for 19 and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now back to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready.
7-7, our score after 1.
Let's go.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Fight. 97.
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
3-3. Ready?
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper.
Touchdown! Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 70.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. McPherson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, Cassidy. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a handoff up the middle. McPherson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Looking to throw. Cassidy. Got a man open. It's Sutton. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
2nd and 11. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. All
right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run on 1st down. McPherson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. McPherson. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Up the middle they go. McPherson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And some space here.
And this defense not ready for that one, as he'll take this down inside the 25.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Cassidy, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. McPherson. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
To throw on second down, Cassidy. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The middle they go. McPherson. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ready,
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
green jack. Jack, huh?
They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McPherson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll keep it on the ground. McPherson. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st down, McPherson.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Throwing on 1st down. Cassidy.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, McPherson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st down, Cassidy. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. McPherson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To throw on 3rd down. Cassidy. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
Let's go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll set up a throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. McPherson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down now, McPherson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, McPherson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
Touchdown, Houston.
Rashawn Bateman.
58 yards.
And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he's got some space here. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy... and forced a high throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Schwartz, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll try and run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, it's Manning. And a short gain down to about the 33. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like it.
Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Anthony Schwartz,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll try the left side. McPherson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Well, they'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Squad red. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, McPherson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. It was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Texans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop.